Okay, so you're really neat. You just have lovely decorative things.
And I have a cleaner and I live on my own. But I'm just one of those, I'm a neat freak. And see, like I will go around straightening the pictures.
So is this all your work?
Yes. That's with Matt and Marcus. That's very, very, very old.
Is that Karen Elson beneath?
That's Karen Elson.
Yeah,
that's
the most beautiful picture.
Yeah, and I love it that, you know, you just see everything. It's just, that's how it was. Her eyelashes are a little bit squashed, but that's the, you know, the beauty is in the imperfection.
Yeah,
actually, this is not my work. This is not my work, but I bought this. This is an Inez and Nude. I do love a red lip. If I am going to go out,
I love a red lip.
It's got to be a red lip. I mean, yeah, some people sort of say after a certain age you can't wear a red lip, but I defy that. You can. I mean, Dot Cotton, she wears a red lip. I can wear a red lip.
I will never not wear a red lip.
Same here.
It's a state of mind. It's not an age. It's a state of mind.
No, exactly. And that's Kate Moss's lips.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's there. So this is this is my cupboard.
One of the things that I first loved about you when I came to see you is, like me, you hate lip brushes, don't you?
Yeah.
I hate lip brushes.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Exactly. Okay, so this is, this is just my stuff, what I use.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Okay, so this is my hair. I am obsessed with my hair. So,
do you blow dry your own hair?
Yes, I actually colour my own hair.
Do you?
Yes, this is it. I colour this.
This is
my
so
colour.
cool. I love
Which
this.
one is it? It's a 9 or 9.1. Who makes that? L'Oreal. Mm-hmm. Get it at the local chemist. It's something like $5.99.
What's your colour? Natural light blonde.
Yeah,
okay.
the original one that I used was called Champagne Beige. I think it was like a 9.13.
None more 70s. Champagne beige.
Champagne Beige. But I love that. So that's my. that's like blow dryer, hot brush. That's brushes. I cannot leave home without this.
I love this product.
Yeah.
Izzy Erskine uses this on her beehive.
This is the best product in the world. This is me. This is me. This is me.
This is a brilliant product. I use
Brilliant.
this.
Yeah, Redken anti-snap, good because, you know, blonde snap. This helps blow drying. And then after I've coloured it and it's looking a little bit fried, in here I've got the Philip Kingsley.
Elasticizer, so good.
Love that, use that. Have a lot of masks in here.
Do you do them?
No, because I have no time.
No.
I haven't got any patience. That's why I colour my own hair, because I can't sit in a salon
I
for
have millions
3
of masks
hours.
and never use them.
Elnet, love.
Yeah.
And everything sort of gets pushed to the back. Dry shampoo. Anthony Turner turned me on to a dry shampoo the other day.
Yeah.
Actually backstage at the shows. I've got the Orbea one. I've got everything. You know, I just keep buying them because they're great. And we know what's great about a dry shampoo is don't wait till your hair's dirty.
Do it before bed. Do you do it before bed?
Before bed. And also when I do my hair, and I actually put my hair in rollers, you know, because I like the smoothness and the little bit of a kick thing. And but so I get it in like a roller, and then I spray the roots, the back of the roots. So when you take it out, it's like va va voom.
Yeah.
And you've got all of that.
Yeah.
Happy.
Love a dry shampoo.
So
there's something from this range actually. Have you tried? I think it's called Second Day Hair or Day Old Hair.
No.
It's just come out. You will love it. Based on what you have, you will love it. You must try it.
So that's that, and occasionally we'll do a bit of a rodent oil, but on the ends. Oh, the other thing that is amazing. Where are you? Oh yeah, this is also.
What's this?
This is kind of like it takes the frizziness out, and I just sort of like put it through my hair on the ends, and you get kind of like separation, and you get that kind of like it's just like separation. But what I like about it, it's not weighty and it's not greasy. I wash my hair like about every 2 or 3 days, but I hate the feeling of oil on my hands. Although I use oil on my face, I just don't like it looking greasy or flat. So that's that. This is Val's face, and my face changes a lot as to what I'm using. I am addicted to This Works.
Great brand.
So love that. We're in there at the moment.
So what's this? Is this the...
Modern Natural, but this is I thought this was the anti-wrinkle one. Oh,
Yeah,
no wrinkles, extreme
yeah,
moisturiser.
it's a great one.
I love that. I also have, there's that, but no, this one I love too, which is In Transit Camera Close-Up.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh my God, I turned Victoria Beckham onto this.
I love the look of that. Have I got that, Lauren?
I think so.
Okay, you can put this on the plane. Come on, this must be a new one. Yeah, you can put this on the plane, and it acts like a mask. You can go to bed in it, and it acts like a mask.
So it's like a boost.
It's like a boost. But you can use it, but I use it as a moisturiser and primer before makeup application, especially if your skin is tired. Obsessed with this, also
Okay, I'm getting
obsessed
some
with,
of that.
you need some of that, that's great. Because I used it on Victoria, and I'm like, oh, you know, you should get this is amazing. And her publicist wrote it down. Anyway, about 6 months.
I love Victoria Beckham. Do you
She's
like working
amazing.
with her? She's
I
funny,
love her.
right?
She's very funny.
Yeah.
She's very funny, very real, another girl's girl,
Yeah.
very on it, knows
Yeah.
her stuff. But about 6 months later, I was at the British Fashion Awards, and I saw Victoria, and I went up to her, and she just went, in transit. And I was like, where are we going? And she's like, in transit. I'm like, oh, right, the product. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Sold.
Yeah,
Validated.
So that's good. I love this product too.
I love it, but it's gone.
No.
It's gone. So this is Astalift. I love this product. It hasn't gone abroad, but it's gone here.
Because I love
Great
this,
product.
and I love the foundation.
Yes, so do I.
The Fujifilm
So do
foundation,
I.
I love it, and have turned a lot of people onto this.
You can get it in Japan still,
Yes.
and the Middle East.
Yeah, I think Maria Carla. I'm like, you need this for your skin.
I really like the foundation too.
Love that.
Great brand.
There we are. We're protection.
Are you always protected?
Yes, because now I'm of a certain age, and I'm getting kind of like things that need to be zapped, because I do love the sun. I will sit in the sun every day. Love that. And then sort of like in here, as we knock all that over, that's a moisturiser. I am a bit of an oily person.
Same.
Love. And you know what? I'm a whore for oil. I will use everything and anything, and it all works.
I love MV Organics.
Yes.
I love that range.
Now, I had this, this got sent to me, and I had it in the cupboard for ages, and didn't try it, and then I'd run out of things, and I tried it, and I was like, oh my God, that is amazing.
They do a rose day cream that's an amazing base for makeup. It's so good.
Really?
Yeah.
So I must get that. So I love that. Always loved Decléor, always loved Clarins, because the Orchardy Blue, I mean, I used to, oh my God, I love that
It's just
smell.
a classic.
I love that smell.
It's so comforting. It's a
And
real favourite
no,
of
I
mine
used
too.
to, this is really naughty now, because when I was younger, I used to sort of like pop this here and here, you know, because it's like, if they're going to go there.
Yeah, it's a nice smell
Amazing.
for the gusset area.
It's a good gusset smell. So I love that. Yes, and then always there's the Creolin.
So are you using the Creolin constantly for work?
Constantly.
Yeah.
Constant. I mean, but I have to have an alternative. Mm-hmm. I have to have an alternative because some people are allergic to it, even if some people are. And if I need an alternative, then I'll use an oil. My alternative to that is just straight water or oil. You know. I mean, I'm a bit of a. Oh no, I must tell you about that. This is the
what's
most.
that?
Okay. This is the most amazing cream that Marion Newman turned me on to.
I love Marion.
I love Marion. This is a bit like 8-hour cream, and you know, it's good for irritated. Oh, I've got another product to show you as well. Irritated, protected. It's good for irritated skin, dry skin, anything that needs an emollient.
Where is it from? I've never even seen
I don't.
it.
I think it's somewhere up north. Marion got it for me.
God, it's so emollient. What's the brand? Tibby Oliver.
Tibby Oliver. And Marion found it because I get eczema and psoriasis. So anything that's emollient, I'm really into. And so Marion sort of try this, and it's fantastic. But then you see that I can't bear the oil on my skin, on my hands.
Me neither. I have to
No.
do it at night.
Yeah,
Face
it's that whole.
though, I love a face full of oil.
Oh yes, but
Yeah.
on hands, no.
No,
And then
same.
before we open the makeup bag, love a mask section. Oh, and then of course Saint Tropez. obsessed. And I can't show it to you because I've run out of it. Gradual Tan, love that. But at the moment, if I want to look like I've been on holiday and I want to kill the red, Irish sort of like Catholic skin, I get a tiny bit of fake tan, tiny bit, put that in after I put, actually before I put my moisturiser on, a little bit of colour, you know, and then go straight into it.
I use these all the time. These
Yes.
Skin Iceland patches, they're amazing.
Yes, but yeah.
They've
So
started to do face ones now as well instead of just eye.
And then we've got some Korean ones, Darling Sheet Mask. I mean, that's just such a great name.
So much Korean stuff coming through.
But you know what? The Korean stuff is the best, and I love SK2. Yeah, it's all in there. But, I mean, but my
Is this a little flight bag that you might take with
yes,
you?
yes. You know, but I might not take all. It depends how long the journey is. But yeah, that flight bag, we like a flight bag. What was I going to say? My favourite mask has been discontinued, and that was called Hydrant 60, and it was by Yonka. Yonka, do you know Yonka?
No.
No, you must get some Yonka in. I mean, everybody changes up their beauty products, you know, every so often. I do. But I always go back to Yonka. I buy it, there's a salon opposite Bon Marché in Paris. You can get it here in London. You usually get it from beauty salons, you know, therapists, that kind of thing. They have the most amazing rosemary. It's an eye cream, but there's something about it that when you put it on, you really do feel like you've been woken up and refreshed. But anyway, the Hydrant 60, I could put that on and sleep in it. It doesn't go tight like a mask. It's just like a film. If you woke up in the morning and you felt like your eyes were a bit baggy, you could just put it on there, get in the bath or the shower, preferably the bath, 10 minutes, and your eyes feel more refreshed. Great for it. But it's gone. It's gone. Okay.
Damn it. But yes, I want to properly settle into your makeup bag, so let's sit down.
Well, my makeup bag is probably the smallest makeup bag you've ever seen.
So this is for your face.
This is me.
Yeah.
This is me.
Do you wear makeup every day?
I do. I do and I don't. I do, but I like nothing more than a Sunday at home with the boyfriend, and I don't wear any makeup. But I think I was always quite fortunate that I didn't look too bad without makeup. But as I've gotten older, I've worn more makeup. But I mean, and then there was the whole era where I was wearing tons of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to stop wearing makeup. I wore so much, and then at one point I got something like toxic shock syndrome.
No.
Whereby I became allergic to everything. And this was at the height of my so much makeup every day. I mean, when I was 15 and I started work, I was like 2 sets of lashes on the top, 1 on the bottom.
Also, formulations were so different then, weren't they? They were crude and...
Yes. So, and you know, my sister never came out of the bathroom without wearing makeup from like the age of 12. So we were very much a makeup family. And all of a sudden I became allergic. I think it was the universe telling me, you want to change your life. So because I started with dermatitis on my hands, and I sort of said, you're going to have to stop hairdressing. And I was like, no, that's never going to happen. And then it sort of like went to my face. And yes, so it was a toxic shock syndrome. I couldn't wear anything. I couldn't colour my hair. So I had to crop all my hair off.
I can't colour mine.
So, I can't shampoo my hair for 2 years. No shampoo, no conditioner, no moisturiser, nothing.
Wow.
No soap. I could only bathe in water. And of course, to stop the sting, the hotter the better.
Wow.
But that's not really good for you because then you scratch more. But yeah, so I literally had to give up everything for 2 years.
Oh my God. And were you working as a makeup artist at this point or a hairdresser?
It was a bit of both.
Yeah.
It was a bit of both because people would
God,
sort of
how
say like,
weird.
oh, you're a makeup artist, but you don't wear any makeup.
Yeah.
And I sort of said, well, I'm allergic to it. And the allergy lasted a very long time. And it's only, I'd say, in the last 15 years that I've been able to embrace mascara again.
Wow.
Because, and I've got no eyelashes at all. You know, I have to use a lot to make them look good. But yeah, so liner and mascara was the worst, which was hard because that's the first thing that you want. Because I've got little pig's eyes.
So would that be you? If you had to run out of the house and you could only have one product, would it be mascara?
Yes.
Yeah, because Charlotte Tilbury says mascara too.
But I have to say two things now.
See, I would say two things.
Yeah, because I have to have an eyebrow.
Interesting.
Because
you've got light hair.
well, yes, I've got light hair, and also it seemed like a really good idea as punk new romantic to imac my eyebrows off, already having a really nice eyebrow. No, let's get rid of them. Then we can draw in the very thin one. We can have whatever we want. We can have ones that aren't joined. We can be a bit Steve Strange. So, and then they hardly ever grew back. And they have grown back, but now they are completely white. And very difficult to find the right coloured blonde eyebrow pencil. Very difficult for a blonde.
Have you seen the new Bobbi Brown ones? They're so good. They've got really good blonde colours.
Actually, and I think
good
I've got them
grey
in
and
my
a taupe
kit.
Anyway.
Okay, so we'll start here. Like, it's really boring. It's really boring.
It's not boring at all.
Okay.
Thank heaven. So what do you have?
Well, let's look at eyebrows. The favourite one is, it's discontinued. It's called Tools. Discontinued, but that is perfect for a blonde for me.
Yes, lovely.
Love Tom Ford.
I use that one a lot.
Love Tom Ford. I'm using the blonde one, although at the moment my more favourite, I'm using this, but my more favourite one is this Chanel one. Is it Chanel? Yeah, number 10. I mean, but really they're all the same.
Nice.
They're all the same.
So you do pencil, not powder?
I do
it's
pencil.
quick and easy, or?
Yeah, and I'm quite light and fluffy with it.
Yeah.
Because I would say to anybody, like I've got girlfriends with no eyebrows, and I would say use powder, and I have got a powder in here. It's very...
As a brow person, can I ask you if you're slightly bored of seeing the same Instagram brow yet?
Okay.
Because I'm quite...
No, because Pixie Woos, those girls, Sam and Nick, they asked me the other day, like, what are your pets' hates? And I sort of said, you know, this painterly sort of like overdrawn brow. I said, who wants to look like that?
It's contouring and the brow,
It's all of that. It's like, we're turning ourselves into statues, and it's not good. And that kind of makeup will look great when you've got your 4 or 5 filters on it.
Yes.
Will look great under, you know, a sort of a stage light. But in the real world, you look like you've got like brown lines all over. I mean, you look like you've got a beard.
Yeah.
And, you know, this pale, no. And this square, no, I hate it. I can't bear it.
Yeah.
Can't
So
bear
you're
it.
a brow person, but your brows are kind of soft and natural looking.
It's a natural.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the sort of like catwalk shows and the editorial that I do, we don't want to see, unless it's a specific, we don't want to see a drawn-on brow.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole point about that kind of makeup is you shouldn't see it.
Yeah.
Does she look amazing? You should see that she looks amazing. You shouldn't see that she's wearing makeup.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know. So, brow person. Brow person. Oh, what happened to you then? Oh, there you are.
Caviar sticks.
Yeah.
So you've got Bobbi Longwear and Laura Mercier caviar.
Yeah. And I just love this because it's, you know, you put them on, they stay there. They don't move.
And quick.
It's quick and it's a great base. So I would...
Quick important for you because you spend all day doing other people's
Quick
face.
is important and long wear is important. It needs to stay put because I often touch my face and I, you know, if I'm picking up a makeup brush, I'll sort of, whatever's on the brush, I'll put here. So invariably I end up with some kind of like, what looks like some kind of like rosacea freckling thing happening on one side of my face because I don't know why I do it. It's just a force of habit. But yeah, it needs to have long wear because I'm often like under sort of like lights. I haven't got time to reapply. Okay, so that's that.
So a bit of Maybelline going on here.
You know what?
That?
There's a bit of everything because I like, I do use a liner. And I'm going to show you. I mean, that I would say would be my liners.
That's a great liner, that Blockbuster.
This is phenomenal.
Such a good liner.
This
So
is
that
phenomenal because I was using the super fat one before, which is great, and that's good if you want something quick. But then this one, there's just...
So this is L'Oreal Paris Blockbuster pen. Yes. Really good. Blackbuster.
It's sensational. So I love that. I love that. My favourite, this is my favourite. You can see I use it so much. This is a Sizzly. And what I like about this is that the nib is so thin. It's like, you know, you get the best.
Yeah.
And it's really nice and black. So I love that.
I hate a transparent black, don't you?
I hate a transparent black.
When something comes and it's not black enough, it's horrible.
Yeah. I think there are products that you should spend money on.
Totally.
And I think there are products that you don't need to because drugstore is just as good.
Yeah.
So that's that. In here...
So you'd spend money on what, foundation?
Yes, I'd spend money on foundation. I'd spend money on anything for the complexion, whether that be skincare, whatever.
Pencils and mascaras,
Pencils.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lashes, drugstore lashes. But what I like about them is they're so... I've got small eyes. They're so
Me
small.
too. I always cut them.
Yeah,
always.
so I do cut them so that I get like a corner thing. But with these, they're so small you can put the whole thing on.
Which
I've
ones
got
are
them
these?
on
See,
now.
these are the size of my eyes.
Yeah.
Look so natural.
I mean, yes,
Where are those from?
I
I've never
don't
seen
know.
those in my life.
I was looking for those this morning. I've got here, Kiss Looks So Natural, Sultry. I don't know. You know what?
They just look like they're from a drugstore somewhere, don't they?
They are from a drugstore. They're probably from Ricky's in New York.
Yeah, I love Ricky's.
This is a great bag because this is a great bag that was given to me by Anya's High March because she said to me, she was, I do a show and she said to me, so if you were going to do your own line, Val, what would you do? And you know, I'm always a bit of a cheeky chappy, and she said, what would your line be called? And I sort of said, oh, Val Slap, I guess. And yeah, after we did the show a couple of months later, you know, in the post comes this bespoke sort of like bag.
Oh.
And I look at it and I'm like, oh, gold makeup bag. Oh, right, okay, great. Super. And then I look closely and I'm like, oh, look, it says Val Slap.
Oh, how lovely.
And I thought that was really sweet.
Really nice.
Okay, so we're going in. Okay, so before we go inside there, this is Val's brushes.
Okay.
Now, I am the brush queen, but for myself, I want it small, so I can fit it into a makeup bag. So everything's like travel size, and it's very small.
This is my favourite brush. I use it every single day.
Yeah, I mean this is a great brush.
So this is a MAC Duo Fibre Face brush. It is
Yes,
the best
it's
brush.
very good. I mean, I start off by putting my foundation on with my fingertips.
And then buff it with that?
And then I buff it with that.
Exactly, that's what
It's
I
simple.
do. This pleases me. She
Yeah,
does
it's
her
just-
foundation the same as
It's
me.
simple. And then, I mean, really, what other brushes do I need? I need like a liner. That would be a liner brush. This is a liner brush, which it looks like nothing, but I get the best line with that. And I think I got this from an art shop.
Oh yes, it's a paintbrush.
It's a paintbrush. It's a portable paintbrush, but the length of it and the thickness of it is just,
Perfect.
it's so perfect. So I love
I
that.
can't get on with slanted eyeliner brushes.
No, well, I know what you mean because I only use them for one specific thing, and that's like getting right into the corner there.
Yeah.
But but it's that. But this is even better because
Yes, that I
because
like.
that's much better. So I started here. This is I don't know why this is probably still in there, but yeah, it's like it's one of those things like every day this works. And then there's that one day when you've got that important meeting and it's not working, so you've got to have an alternative.
Yeah,
you know?
horrible when your liner doesn't work.
Yeah.
Does that actually happen to you though?
Yeah, it happens to all of us.
Good.
You know, I mean, there's another one, but then, you know, I might use this. Actually, I'm going to go back on myself. I am not using that as a liner brush. I'm using that as a shadow brush over my liner because I will put, if I'm just wearing black liner, I look quite vicious. So the black is too hard for me. So I will take a grey shadow, and I've got a grey shadow that I've had for years. I think it's been discontinued. And I put that over the black, and somehow that works with my blue eyes. So that's what I'm using that brush for.
Nice.
That will be travel size, Laura Mercier. That's my secret camouflage. It's a bit gnarly because it's been in my bag. That there. Eye blend, eye crease,
nice
Laura
brush.
Mercier. You know, it's just the
Yeah.
classic. Everybody's got one of those. Under eye, or a bit more sort of like popping out to the corners. Laura Mercier. It's probably all Laura Mercier. Who's that
That's
one?
the Space
Oh, Space
NK,
NK,
I've got
yes.
that one, yeah.
Space NK do a great brush.
They do very few, but what they do are all good.
I think so too. This is Laura Mercier again. I love that for sculpting. You know, I can get right in there, get that sort of like nice sculpt happening with that. You know, is this saying something about me? I like it short and stubby. I'm not too sure. That's, you know, I mean, but that's a good, get it all
Get in
over.
there.
Yeah. Same with that. That will be my blush. That'll be my powder. And that's all I need, really.
So very compact.
You know,
and
it's, I don't want, and I think most women don't have too many brushes, really, do they? So that's that. So in here, okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right, now first, I mean, yes, we've got Schumacher Classic. It's either these or Kevin Aquan. That's what I use for my eyebrows. I'm mad about mascara, and I really am. I'd say, I can't remember, but I'd say there's like about 5 in here. 3, 4, 5. Is there any more? No, I'd say that is my mascara. Okay. Oh no, there's one more. There's one more, and it's drugstore, because I always like to have a drugstore. I think, what have I done with that? Oh, there we are. This is L'Oreal, and I want you.
The mango one?
Yeah, I want you to go and buy that.
I have some of that.
I want you to try that because you won't believe it. You won't believe it because the brush is a bit bendy wobbly, and I didn't think I was going to like that.
And it's for really spidery, obvious lashes, which I like sometimes.
And yes, and if you don't have any eyelashes,
Which I don't,
whatever,
mine are poker straight.
And mine are poker straight. And to be honest, I have to be in a really good mood and in a good place to use this on myself.
Right.
Yes, in my kit, it's a different story, but to use this on myself, I wear contact lenses, I have very short eyelashes, and I find that, you know, sometimes it doesn't work
I
for me.
have to do it after mascara as well, because they just don't stay
But
on me.
But then also, after mascara is a little bit tricky as well, because what if you pull some out
stick.
and you have so few? We don't want to lose any.
Yeah.
So, love that. Current favourite as well is this Laura Mercier one, which I just recently validated. Took me a minute to get used to the brush, because the brush is quite
plastic,
sharp, you know, close to your lash line. But that gives you a great, so basically what I would do is, in fact, where is my starting point? There's my starting point.
Oh, Talika. Oh, no,
No.
Clinique.
Okay, when I take the makeup off, yes, I love this stuff. Supposedly conditions. It does. I don't have any more eyelashes though, but I still use it because I believe. But Kate Winslet actually turned me onto this, and she uses this in between applications of mascara to keep the lashes
things
separated. But it's very good HD close up. Yeah, but I don't do that. So, Clinique, I use it in my kit, I use it in my personal. What I love about this, an oldie but a goodie, and I can get that right down to the root.
And you can wiggle it.
And you can wiggle it, that's very important. So invariably, I will go there, then into this one, then into this one, and then into the Bobbi Brown, which I love.
The smoky.
Yeah, I've only just recently got into Bobbi Brown mascara. No, this is no smudge, because I would never think of Bobbi Brown for mascara. I don't know why. You know, there's certain brands you don't go there looking for mascara.
I think for ages she only did maybe one, and then suddenly, well, you know, over the course of a couple of years, she now has a portfolio
but
of mascaras.
this one's really good for me in my personal. I will finish off with either Hypnose. Great, love that.
So you're doing a couple of different mascaras.
Yeah, I'm doing everything.
Yeah.
I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fair enough.
That's me. That's me. But then in my kit, when I'm working on a model or a celebrity, I'll invariably use 3. You know, it's just the way I like it. And then, you know, mango comes in there if we're going out and we want to be larger than life. So that's that. In the foundation world, change all the time. At the moment,
That's the new one. I am really enjoying that. The one, is it the new one that's just come out? I've been wearing it recently. Yes.
because there's two of
It's
them.
much more moisturising than the old one used to be.
Yes.
It's great. I've been wearing it actually these past few weeks, although not
Yes,
today,
and
but
I
mainly
have.
I have.
Yes, and I have, and people have been saying like, "Oh, your skin looks
Yeah,
really good."
it's really nice,
because
really moist.
there I am. Primer, Veil by Hourglass.
I cannot use that.
Isn't
It
that funny?
peels on my face.
See, it doesn't peel on me. It's the only one.
I know that I'm in the minority because people love that product.
Yeah, love
But
it.
No, I'm Dior primer
No,
all the way.
love that. Followed by
Yeah.
love the Bobbi Brown
it's great.
CC. Love it. It just works on me. I look like I'm not wearing makeup, and it works. This, when I need, I need to look good. Maybe I'm going to be filmed or something. I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
That's really
I've
working.
been very impressed with that myself.
Finishing powders,
Yeah.
both work for me. Charlotte's, I love it.
So fine. It's such a good powder.
Very well milled, love it. That works for me. This is a bit more of, I need to get the number 3 in here now, because now that I'm a bit more colourful in the summer, I'm not using...
I was going to say, because I wear that most days and I'm a 2 and you're much darker than I
No,
am.
but see, yes, so this is, I need to be a 3 now, but so now I'm in here. I love the, this is, Care Blend. Obsessed with this from MAC. I mean, it's just so basic, but it works. So
I love a powder. I think powders are so underrated.
It's a finish. It's a finish. It's
Love
a
a
total
powder.
finish. So that's that there. I'm going to pop that over there. Then in terms of what we're putting on the face, okay, that's my concealer, Laura Mercier. I don't really need concealer, but if I'm going to use concealer, I've got a couple of brown spots. I dot with that, and then
Classic.
loving underrated Givenchy.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it.
So you do like a reflection pen.
I do like a reflection pen, and I'm sort of more here, just there. Love it. Now I've
It
squeezed
is not a concealer.
It's-
We've had
no.
this conversation before, haven't
No,
we?
it's
Because
not
I
a-
wrote a
yeah.
column about it.
It's not a concealer. It's just like instant light.
Yeah.
Because I don't look at how light that is now on my hand. That is going to give me fabulous cheekbones.
A nice gleam. Yeah.
And a nice gleam without me looking like the Tin Man, pearlized. I hate that sort of pearlized. If I want to get more shine there, then I'm just going to use moisturiser or hour cream. I don't like a pearly. And then in terms of blush, saying that, I'm going to show you a pearly blush. But in terms of blush,
Makeup Forever's coming.
oh,
It's coming next month
amazing.
to the UK.
Makeup Forever, fantastic.
Genius.
And they have a fantastic foundation, an HD foundation that is incredibly matte. And I never used to go there for foundation. I would go there if I wanted a bright colour.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was looking for some foundations that were like really matte to use on dark skin, because the thing about a darker skin is the shine. You want to kill the shine. They've got the best colour range.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
That HD foundation you're talking about, when I do live television, I would say 9 times out of 10 the makeup artist is using that foundation.
Yeah.
It's a real TV makeup artist's favourite.
But yes, I can see it in that respect. But for darker skin, finding the right colour for darker skin that is matte, not shiny. MAC are amazing, but I think this is another one, and that's where I would use it.
I love that colour.
But this is good. It's just apricot. It's a bit creamy.
I can't go anywhere without a cheek. That would be my mascara.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Second Skin Cream
Yeah,
Blush
and
225.
I mean, and this looks like
that.
something I would never use. But somehow or other on my skin, I mean, this looks far too sparkly, but somehow on my skin, this is just a really nice natural blush.
Yeah.
It's a Chanel.
Really sheer.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm more about, I want to look kind of like healthy and tanned. This is called Laguna. Funny that it's mineralized blush, but I kind of use this as a bit of a bronzer stroke sculpting. That works for me.
Keep piling me up.
Piling you up. This is
Love that product. Why have they stopped doing it?
I
though?
know, but this is so old, and this is my
that
eyebrows.
walnut?
Yes.
That was my favourite brow
Yes.
product for years. Why have they stopped?
Walnut, there we go. It's even rubbed off. But yes, so I mean, I guard this
So
with my
good.
life. I guard this with my life.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, this is another MAC product. This is called Greystone. I think this is discontinued, but that is the perfect blue grey to go over a black liner.
Good on a blonde, I would think.
Good on a blonde. That really works for me. So, I mean, I'm not really a palette person, but for some reason I like this. I like this one because I like that colour there, which is quite walnutty.
Saddle.
Apparently,
Lauren tells
yes,
us that one's called.
and I'm not a fan of these sort of like little brushes here, but this one is quite good because it's a big one.
It's a proper brush.
It's a proper brush. It's not a little sponge applicator. I don't like that. But I mean, you know, you have to say it. Bobbi does get it right when it comes to, if you want a brown, it's a brown. It's a cold brown. It's not a warm brown. It's not going to make you look like, you know, you've got red eyes.
And it's a yellow foundation.
And it's a
pink foundation.
yeah. She gets it right there, so it's fantastic. Okay, always have eye drops. I think they're just pretty normal.
What's this lipstick, please?
Okay, so we're going to talk through the lipsticks. Okay, for lipsticks, you wear what suits you. For me, it's because I've got a sizable, I've got a reasonable sized lip. It's funny, like when I was younger, they were much bigger. As you get older, they get smaller. It's just so upsetting.
Really
and
unfair.
I married a man with lips like that. So God knows what he looks like now. We're divorced. And, you know, okay, so I am a red lip girl. And I'm sorry, it sounds really boring, but I'm Ruby Woo when I want to be. I want it to stay on, and it's kiss proof, and it's going to stay all night. It's Ruby Woo, and now there's a Ruby Woo pencil, which I think is in the front there, which is fantastic. If I want something, I'm either a red lip girl or I'm a beige. If I want something,
That's lovely.
this is the Chanel, which is really nice. It's called La Precious. La
Précieuse.
Yeah, but you know, everyone is.
So you like matte? These are both matte.
I'm matte attack. Yes, the Chanel matte, MAC matte, and it's all blue based.
Yeah.
I'm a blue. It has
orange.
to. Yeah. See, and it's got to be right for you. So even though, but see, with this kind of face that we're wearing today, I'd never put a red lip there because that I would look like Towie.
Yeah, you want a red lip with practically nothing else.
I want a red lip with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a sexy look though, a bare eye and a red lip.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, and then if I'm not, then I'm in the sort of, you know, the sort of like beige, bedroom beige.
Bit of a 60s vibe.
Bit of a 60s, but I have to be careful because somehow or other I can look quite dead. I can look quite dead with, and also my lips can look like they've been really put on with beige. Doesn't really, it all of a sudden it becomes like I've got a gob. So invariably I'm a gloss girl.
Yeah, see, I'm so not, but I feel like I should be as I get older.
Oh my God, I love gloss. Let's put this one on. Gloss just works for me.
Do you want a littler mirror?
I do want a little mirror. Yeah, it's just
Of course,
so
this
much.
officially means that I've assisted Val Garland, of course, so we can always say that.
But for me, I wouldn't go too close, darling. That's going to look awful. Up close and
I
personal.
like that colour. What colour is that?
That's a MAC one. And what are we? MAC. This is Creamsheen Glass. Well, I'd have to get the magnifying. You've got it. You've got it. Baby, you've got it.
Literally called you.
So I love that. But I also love this Bobbi Brown.
Yes, I just got
It's
that.
just such a nice,
summery,
hot lips. You know, guys like it when you've got a hot, wet lip. I think that's a good idea.
Boys do like a nude lip because they're not going to get it all over them, I suppose.
Yeah. So I guess that's Val's mini makeup kit.
Possibly one of the most pleasing 10 minutes of my life.
Oh, good,
Pop those in there. I want to, because that's your personal kit, and
Yes.
we are going to, in a moment, have a look at your professional kit.
Yeah.
But I just want to ask you about this sort of new phase in your career where you are going to teach people who are not just your assistants, you are going to make your artistry available to students from all over. Tell me
Yes.
about that.
Well, this is a course, the company behind it are called Mastered, and they came to me about 6 months ago and asked me, would I be interested in doing a masterclass. And
Of course, sorry to interrupt, but you have, which I have attended, done these Mac masterclasses for quite
once.
some time.
No, only I did it once.
Mac so I was
came
a
to me.
lucky person to see it that time.
Yes, because Mac came to, because I've worked with Mac for about 20 years, and James came to me and sort of said, look, we want to do a Mac masterclass with you. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. Because they'd asked me, over 20 years, they've asked me, will I do a masterclass? And I said, no.
Why?
If you can't do, then you teach. And I thought, no, I don't. And I had this sort of very bad impression of what a makeup masterclass, having done it in hair, doing seminars, it all felt very boring. So now I'm going to put the lip on, and then we're doing the sculpting, and it just sounded really. I thought, no, I'm not a teacher. Everything I do is spontaneous, and I just do it, and then I change it, and I do it. I don't know if I could teach anybody anything. Anyway, so the guys at Mac came to me and sort of said, look, it's not just a masterclass. We want to do a retrospective of your career working with us. Your 20 years working with us, we want to do a retrospective. And I was like, oh my God, that must mean I'm really old. Okay, so it was kind of like a retrospective of like all the catwalk shows that I've been involved with the guys at Mac. And that was great. It was like a one-off, but we sort of like did it in London, LA, New York, Miami, and it kind of like took about a month to do the whole thing. In London I was very nervous. By the time I got to Miami, which was the last one, I was like, ding dong, here we go. I loved it. So Mastered came to me and sort of asked me, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. And it was going to be an online thing, and no, I don't. There's so many other people that do it so well. I don't want to do it. So then a deal from Mastered sort of said to me, no, it's not how you would think a makeup school would be. The reason why we want you to do it is because we want you to, how can people do your job? You're not just a makeup artist, Val. So, we want you to tell your story of how you got there, how it is to be in this world that I work in. There's lots of different types of makeup artists. And when you do a course to be a makeup artist, there's lots of different ways to be a makeup artist. And in my field, it's more about the idea of makeup and the story that we're telling. It's not A to Z of makeup application.
Conceptual.
Yeah, and or not, or there's not very much makeup at all, or it's glamorous, but it's not everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
So this course is not about makeup application. It's about how can you get to the next level, what it's like being a kind of like editorial campaign, catwalk makeup artist, and how is it different? And you can go to makeup school and learn the application, but how do you behave? How do you know how to connect? What are the tools that you need? So it's more that kind of idea. And I thought, well, this would be interesting to do because a lot of people, I feel, in my business don't really say exactly how it is. I mean, I'm going to tell you everything. I'm going to show you exactly what's in my kit, exactly, and I use this because of this, and this because of this, and this is really good, and I found this is great, and these are the brushes I like. So I'm basically going like, everything. I'm not holding back, because like for many years in our business, it'd be like, you know, like everything on the table has no labels on it, you know, because you don't want anyone to know what you're using. It's very, very secretive. Well, you know, I think there's enough work for all of us. And, you know, it's important to look for the next generation. It's important to pass things on. People helped me to do my job. Wouldn't it be great to help somebody else? Why not?
Totally.
Yeah.
How do you think the digital space has changed your job? Because you're someone who's active on Instagram and Twitter, and obviously now so many people have been able to develop and nurture their interest in makeup artistry through those mediums. How has it changed your job?
Well, we're on all the time.
Yeah.
We're totally on. And it's fantastic. It's kind of, you know, opened everything up so that more people have access to you. So, you know, it's easier to make a name for yourself, to become a brand. I did love the magic. I loved the magic of, you know, us, like me and Sam always laugh about it, because like, you know, like we'll be in the makeup hair room, you know, telling stories, having a laugh, having a real intimate chat with like maybe, you know, the model Kate perhaps, and like we're having a giggle. But it's our time, and then we go out to set. But now we're mic'd up, there's sound in the room, and so, you know, everybody knows everything, which is great if you've got something to sell.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I've spoken to other artists about this, and as much as they love it in the same way that you do, they also say that they miss the little bit of magic that happens when someone goes on set, that you can almost see the workings too much.
Yes, you know, and, you know, there's a photographer that I've worked with for many years, and in the beginning of social media, well, this was, I'm going to say who it was Nick. And like Nick is a pioneer of, you know, the internet. He had the first like internet magazine.
And Show Studio.
And Show Studio.
Was so ahead of its time.
It's so ahead of its time. And I was, you know, we were all there with him. And Nick started miking up the makeup room, you know, the hair and makeup room, you know, with me, Sam and Marion in there. And there was one time we were doing a shoot, I think it was for W magazine. And, you know, Nick had sort of sent his film girl down into the room to start filming. And for me, it's like, you've entered my room. Ask me if I want you there. You know, allow me to invite you in, you know. But anyway, so she started filming, and I just went, out, 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 out. You know, this is my room, out. So I sent her out, and then Nick comes down the stairs and sort of says, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm sorry, Nick. Out there, I'm yours. I'm yours for the whole world to see. But in here, I don't want to share my process. You know, I don't even know what I'm doing yet. You know, I'm going to put it on, I'm going to take it off. It might not be right. You know, let's give us a moment to think, give us a moment to breathe, you know. So, but anyway, that was in the beginning, but now we can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
so we just have to live with it, you know.
Yeah, it's happened. You just have to make it work for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Val Garland, for having us in your beautiful
Absolute
home.
pleasure.
I'm absolutely delighted to be here. It was an absolute joy. And thank you for watching. Bye. See you next time.